Granted, of course, we gotta check it out. We have to check it out. Come on, it's like one's 12 minutes and the other one's 17 minutes. We're gonna be taking a look at to see what's going on. Whales spending money on games. Whales funding games. Yeah, more like funding their stomach, to be honest, in my personal opinion. But
hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So today we're gonna return to another discussion about the design of female video game characters, because recently we've seen a very concerning set of statements coming from Microsoft directing their developers to avoid making female video game characters with curvy aesthetics. Now,
hell no! Are you telling me? Are you telling me my curves are taboo? Are you telling me my curves as a woman? Are you telling me my curves are like bad for the video game industry? Damn, I never knew. I've never knew, to be honest.
This is something that is concerning because that's not something that gamers want to see, and people have been praising more curvy and attractive female character designs like that of
and they'll tell me about. Well, actually, to be honest, it doesn't surprise me because Microsoft is here in the U.S. staring responsibly. I didn't regret seeing it. Yeah, no, IRL, like Korean MILFs are like fucking beautiful. Also men too as well. DILFs. There's some good looking guys and girls in the Korean market, I'll be honest with you. I would simp so hard. Yep.
Eve from the upcoming release of Stellar Blade. However, speaking of very attractive and quite nearly irresistible designs, guys, it's time to check out my new official Rev Fumo that is live the minute this video has been released. That
is so cute, to be honest. That's cute.
Here
is
adorable. My limited edition Rev Bunny Fumo. As with any makeshift campaign,
that is adorable. That's so cute.
Beautiful prototype that I received on full display right here, looking smug with the bunny ears.
Like, I ain't gay or bi, but reading some stuff generally gets me blushing. Really?
Is top of the line. You guys went absolutely insane when I released my first official Fumo back last year.
Yeah, I saw the original Fumo. It's actually really cute, to be honest. I want to pick one up in the future.
Rev Fumoverse with this new bunny themed
But I'm on a budget though,
so
I'm trying to save up for audio equipment for music covers in the future.
In the pinned comments, so make sure to check this out.
That's the only reason why I'm like
now
keeping myself in a budget.
Today. So recently there's been a lot of discussion about female character types in terms of their design, and a lot of people have been praised.
To be honest, you want to know something? Like, she just looks like a young adult in her 20s. Like, that's what literally, like, just looking at this character model, right? Just looking at her specifically, she just looks like a young 20-year-old. Like, that's it. Like, she just looks young. That's it. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I've hanged out with so many like Asian people, right? Like, because I hang out with them quite a lot or so, and they look young. So, you know, which just shocked me, and I'm just like, damn. Can you tell me your skincare routine? If you don't add the game title, I would think this is Final Fantasy. Oh, well, yeah. Actually, you know what? You're not wrong. Actually, you're not wrong. You're actually not wrong on that one. Actually, she just looks like one of those high school kids that's just old for their group. I'm Asian. She looks like 24, 26. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like somewhere in her 20s. Some people think look young means you are young. It's stupid. Yeah, you want to know something? Skincare, soap, towel, that's for everything. Yeah, but the problem is like, you know, my skin can break pretty easily, and then I'm also I think I had like skin issue around my neck, chest area, so I had to go back to the Void or so to ask a doctor. They had to give me like a bag of medicine specifically. So yeah, she hasn't had an Asian office mate. He looked like a fresh grad. Shocked to me that he was 42. She definitely looks like she can be a young auntie. I don't even look that old, to be honest, because of my mom's genes or so. Because like Mama Azathoth is old, but like she looks young. So she looks like at least like I'd say like 10 or 20 years younger. So, but she doesn't look like her age. That's the one thing that's kind of jarring for me.
Praising Stellar Blade because they are featuring what a lot of gamers want, and that is an attractive female main protagonist. And the developers and the directors,
I could walk into the middle school and fit in, which is scary. You know, funny story, right? Funny story. I think in my my mid and like early of like human 20-year-olds, right? In human life, right? I was actually pulled over by a cop, and they thought I was a high schooler ditching school, and they took me to school because there was like a school nearby, like a high school nearby, and then I told them, hey, I am not a high schooler. I'm an adult. So they confused me, and then after like a few hours or so, after like checking to make sure I'm not part of the school or anything like that, right? And then I showed them like all my stuff, right? Because they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me, right? So then I tell them, yes, I am. I'm fucking, you know, I'm this age, and I'm going to fucking work. You know, I was late to work, of course. And I told, you know, of course the cop had to come with me or so for work or something. Like, you're coming with me for work, and you got to explain to them why I'm late. So because they were calling me, but I couldn't pick up the phone or so because I was in the middle of a conversation talking to the school, and then the officer tried to tell him, hey, you know, I'm not a high schooler. I don't belong in this school. Okay, I graduated a long time ago. So yeah. When I buy alcohol, they ask me for my ID. Yeah, they ask me for my ID all the time too, as well. So they think I look like a kid, so that's why.
Been unapologetic about their focus on the attractiveness of this character and also fan service shots of this character. They want to create.
Wait. Are we just gonna forget that like Bayonetta and Nier Automata also had like those camera angles, you know, in their games? Are we just gonna forget that they had those specific camera angles that you can do or so with 2B?
It's something that
I'm just
gamers
saying,
want to see,
you know,
that is beautiful. Now, of course, Brutus here gives us a very helpful.
When I was 15, they didn't question my age when I bought alcohol drinks. Oh my god!
Do you want
Honestly,
to go with
don't know what's worse, being in trouble for looking old or for looking young.
Or do you want this?
I once got my ID taken thinking it was fake. Luckily, a cop was in the liquor during the time and proved it was real. Yeah, that's what they thought too. That they thought that my ID wasn't real. That's why. So yeah.
Disturbing new standard that apparently is going to be more of the mainstream moving forward. Now, what is this standard? Well, let's check it out. It is covered in this tweet statement.
God damn, Jesus Christ, holy shit. My god, damn, you just had to post a picture like that? Sheesh. Anyways, Microsoft urges developers not to create female characters with exaggerated body proportions. How is that exaggerated body proportion though? She like what? On their official site to support the game devs, site is titled as Product Inclusion Action, help customer feel seen. Meanwhile, me in high school, seeing the Samoan kid with full of facial hair. I have a friend who is Samoan, so. I know, Pokey, tell me about it. Damn, dude, that girl on the right is fucking pretty hot. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest.
Microsoft
hey, Matt, you know what? I ain't gonna lie,
not to create female characters with exaggerated body proportions on their official site to support
I guess so. I guess every woman has fake tits. I guess, you know.
Inclusion action, help customers feel seen. Holy moly, that sounds like something that would be a conference at the latest game developers convention that was hosted in California last week. This is the epitome of woke. This is game developers and their bosses basically telling you that these character designs like Eve and the real life woman,
you know, hey, you know what? I don't care. I don't really care about like tit size, right? I don't really care, you know, that, you know, all tits are good tits, you know, so I don't really hate it, you know, justice for all, okay? All right. But for me, specifically, I'm more into the thighs because, you know, I have thick thighs, so I have to, you know, I have to appreciate some thick thighs. Hey, Kuma.
He's based on are something that is exaggerated and unrealistic and something that should not be shared with.
I think like I don't mind like a little bit of fatness, right? A little bit, right? The one that like kind of like works the best specifically because granted it's an anime, right? It's what's that one girl? Let's see, hold on. No, let's see. What's her name? Where is that famous girl from Nikkei? This one right here. This one. Eleg? Is that her name? Is that really her name? Why does it sound like Segs? Yeah, there you go. This is basically like the amount, you know, that I would accept personally, you know. Tits are tits, ass is ass, thighs are thighs. Be grateful to even set your sights on any, much less feel. Give us more May from Overwatch type of gals. You know what, May is fine. Like this one also is also pretty good. She does have, you know, the fatness too as well. But you know, it works pretty well. So that's why. Not gonna lie, she looks like a cousin of yours. Hey, would be funny too. Nikki straight up a border between hentai game and anime game. Nice. Yeah, cause like literally like that one works fine for me. Like that body proportion is fine for me, you know, cause I do have a limit when it comes to like body, like your body itself, you know. If you're like way too over fat, I'm probably not going to date you, in my personal opinion. But you don't have to be like super ripped or super skinny or whatever, you know, at the end of the day. So seen worse and from Ko's playlist too. What the fuck do you mean from my playlist?
Gamers. This is absolutely outrageous and something that is made to solely impress woke.
Because like the problem is, right, in some of the Asian culture, right, sometimes they are way too skinny to the point that you can see their rib cage, which is very concerning, and I don't like that personally. I don't want to see your bones, okay? All right? Just have a good amount of meat on you, but don't go too far to the extreme, okay? When it comes to fatness. And then also the opposite way too. Don't be too skinny, all right? Have a little bit of meat on your bones at least.
And their bosses, not gamers who actually appreciate designs like Eve. Now, of course, we're talking about Microsoft, who only a few weeks ago on their official Xbox account was hounding after sexualized male character designs. However, we've seen this policy in action from Microsoft over the years, at least in regards to female video game characters.
Want to know something? Cortana number 4 will always be the best one. Cortana 2012 was the best Cortana I've seen. I love Cortana, you know, from 2012. I think this was probably the best character design of, at least for all of the Cortanas. So for me personally. So yeah, I like this version a lot more. 5 can bench press me. Yeah, she can. Yeah, she can technically. Hey, Death. Women are women, I don't know but you, but it's like eating bread and can't go wrong with anything. Yeah, but apparently some people have wrong with it.
We've seen how Cortana has been changed over the ages from a more curvy design to what we see here from the latest release in 2020.
I don't mind the 2012 and the 2015 one, you know. It's fine, you know. They're okay. I have no issues with it. But I don't like the 2021 one. The 2021 one looks not great. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look that great. So it's a little AI hologram thing. It's not supposed to be real at the end of the day. So I don't know.
Now, moving forward, Niche Gamer would make an article capturing this entire situation, stating Microsoft cautions developers to avoid curvy female video game characters. Story below. Now, if we check out the article, it says this. The site...
2001. LOL, my friend may be a commie, but this shit would unite me and him. He ain't standing for bullshit. We want sexy women. We will have sexy women. 2021 isn't Cortana. Wait, 2021 isn't Cortana? Then who is she then? Then who is this then? I thought this was Cortana. Are you serious? Interesting. I did not know about that.
Feel seen includes a bullet list of considerations they urge developers to make when working on their products. One Twitter user pointed out the language expressly condemning certain female characters as reinforcing negative gender stereotypes. Now let's see that tweet in question. It says this. This is from Microsoft's new Gaming for Everyone production inclusion framework. This is the song that doesn't end. It's been like 10 years and they're still complaining about video game boobs. You can see this.
Wait, let me see. Are you enforcing any negative gender stereotypes? Are you unnecessarily introducing gender and gender barriers into your code or design? Are you creating a playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? Are your female characters equipped with clothing and armor that fits their tasks? Do they have exaggerated body proportions? She is but isn't. Basically, she is a clone of Cortana, but not actual Cortana, and she is cute, just not sexy. I don't know, man, but the design is pretty bland in my personal opinion. I just want big goth mommies in my games. Unfortunately, you're not gonna have big goth mommies in your games. You're gonna have big fat goth mommies in your game. So if you want a fat one, you can have that, you know, because apparently the Western market, you know, the Western hemisphere just wants to uglify all female characters. So yeah. Hey Geekbot. It's fine if you don't see her as Cortana, in my opinion. Well, I don't follow with Halo stuff, so I don't know anything about Halo. I wasn't an Xbox person. I was a Sony gal, so.
Actual quote saying, "Are you reinforcing any negative gender stereotypes?" Here's the bullet points. "Are you unnecessarily introducing gender and gender barriers into
What do you mean by gender and gender barriers? Like what are you talking about? In your rise of games, modders has raised in popularity. Oh yeah, true. You know what? We have modders at the end of the day. You know what? If they can make the female sexy with their mods, then you know what? Hey, that's fine by me. Female characters need to be cute or sexy, not what we are currently gotten. Yeah, I'm not okay with what we got. I don't mind cute or sexy, okay? Because I like both of them, right? They're great, right? I just don't want to see an ugly fat woman in my goddamn game. Cute or sex? I think she meant sexy, but you know, typo. Me seeing my mom watching vids about looking younger and fitter. Bless the modders indeed, to be honest.
Are you creating playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? And highlighted, are your female characters equipped with clothing and armor that fits their tasks? Do they have exaggerated body proportions? And going forward,
I know you and your typos. Apparently, you want cute or sex.
Male characters who display a full range of emotions, including joy.
Not Gorlock, you destroyer. Hey man, you know what? Hey, you know what? If I ever become a famous future voice actress, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I would play all the sexy mamas. Okay, I'll play all sexy mamas in video games that are hot. If they're not hot, I'm not playing them. Okay. What do you mean? Fat women in FPS is great. I can use them as cover. Big ogre mama. Please do. Yeah, I wish I would have voice acted Jade from Honkai Star Rail, but I'll definitely cosplay her when her costume becomes available.
Sadness and vulnerability.
I have been continuing my diet, so
we see the most important.
And I'll be doing some workout in the future too on stream. That'll be pretty fun.
Now here is a slow-mo provided of Eve from Stellar Blade. Now, would they consider this to be exaggerated body proportions? likely based on the design of this character and the kind of woke terminology that they're using.
She looked great. I love it, to be honest. I love her body. It's
Using at
great.
Microsoft, it probably does fall under these exaggerated body proportions. However, as most of you are probably already aware since we've covered it on this channel, the design of Eve is based on a real-life Korean model. They made.
There you go. There you go. It's based off of this woman's body. So there you go. There you go. I don't know what people are raging about when she literally looks like that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Made a 3D scan of this model. So quite literally, it is a realistic body type. And they'll probably label something like that as unrealistic.
That's how you know, it's funny. I may not have I may not be part of this planet, right? Because I came from the void, right? I have to say, there are a lot of ignorant people who don't think that women come in all different shapes and sizes, right? And they especially ignore the sexy women, right? And I feel like they're just so ignorant. They're super, super, super ignorant. Especially for guys and girls, because there's some guys that think that women like this don't exist in real life, apparently. In your guys' planet, right? In your guys' planet, they actually think women like this do not exist, apparently. Which is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, to be honest. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I've been on this planet for quite a long time, and I've seen different kinds. They think everything is Burger King's upsize. Can confirm I rarely go out. Yeah, but you can, but Boki, you don't have the mindset or so saying oh yeah, all women are just ugly and fat. You do understand that hey, there are actually different kinds of women out there. So, Code, take us with you. We want to see why you keep refusing us. Like I said, the void is different. The void is completely different compared to what you guys have here. Sometimes it's a little bit jarring to witness, just to witness some of the stuff that you guys have here, to be honest. For me personally, it's just kind of weird. I want a woman from anime kind of carrying with hugs and fun bags. Is there an initiation we have to go through first? Is the void single? That's where I was born. That's a place.
Because that's
not
the
a
way
person.
people like Microsoft are. Now, moving forward, we've seen some other examples of companies like Pokemon Go doing some ESG approved moves as they have.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that skin tone? Ew! Ew! What the fuck am I staring at? Oh, that looks. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? Why does the right look so ugly? Why does your skin tone look like that, man? That skin tone looks kind of ashy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, nerf the hell out of the model. I like the left one a lot more. You know what? I like tan skin because I do have tan lines. So I like a good tan gal. So. Okay, but it's Pokemon. Who gives a shit? They're the source material. Artists just perfect.
Added more
just perfect
options.
It up.
For
Yeah, the
characters
artist
like
just
this.
makes
So let's
it
read
better,
this
to
tweet.
be honest, compared
Pokemon
to.
Go company is ESG approved. 2024 changes. Change the
right looks like a
cranium of the female. Remove chest, modify hip, expand chin, broaden your shoulders.
Yeah,
delete
I know.
makeup.
Look, oh yeah, because she doesn't have any hips. Look, she has no hips. What the fuck? She has no hips. Oh my god, her hips are gone. Her hips just disappeared. Damn, I never even noticed, to be honest.
The industry has been pushing androgyny
As part Hispanic, this offends me. Girls have curves, okay? I have curves, all right? So this offends me that you took away the curves, okay? All right?
specifically
This is disturbing for
oriented
me.
to
I
male
don't like it.
features for years. They hate women. So here's the before and after, of course, making this character much more boxy looking and really just kind of bland looking. And this is real. It's a part of their testing app, and changes will depend on feedback from social media. It's not made up, and depending on your location, you might see these options or not.
What the
Now,
fuck?
that is
Are you
very curious. It's
serious?
very odd and really eyebrow raising to people like me when these
I saw that. I saw that poking. I saw that popped up in my YouTube feed. I was like, what the fuck is this? I clicked on it and then Shadow the Hedgehog says, I love Latinas. They're taking the woe from women. I know. They are literally taking the woe from women at this point, to be honest. Apparently they don't understand female hips are anatomically different to males. Yeah, of course. Of course they are. Man, dude.
Changes are being only introduced to certain regions. Now, is it better than a global release like we've seen with other changes in censorship?
I have been seeing a rise of femboys, so maybe they just want femboys. I don't know, probably. Yeah, you get the best of both worlds at the end of the day, so.
Maybe, but it's also very.
But then at the end of the day, just make a femboy model at that point. Don't use a female-based model for it. So
where these regions are. But moving forward,
that's the one thing. That's the one thing I have issue about it.
That Microsoft is promoting. You can see some of these quotes on here that are very, very odd. So they say this right here. 80% of media consumed by the world is created in the United States, and yet most media, including video games, doesn't contain characters and content that align to that broad consumer. And you can see some statistics that they cite down here. 50% of players in the broader gaming market didn't play certain games because the games weren't made for them. Over half of the global gaming market. 53% of developers felt diversity in storytelling should be a priority, and it was ranked as the third most important factor in industry growth.
What the fuck? Shouldn't it be great character design, good storytelling, gameplay, graphics, art style? Shouldn't those be like the top things in video games? Instead of this whole like diversity thing? Add mommy issues into the mix? I guess it's time for men to get shit thrown at them again. We taking the woe from women. Men taking over, I swear. Honestly, they shut the hell up. Give us huge mommies. Hey man, if they make like a big mommy or so, like the one from Honkai Star Rail, where you can fight that boss or so, you know, I'll voice Hector, you know, 100%. They gotta make her hot though. I'm not playing no ugly woman, okay? So. Who are these selectees that did the survey? I have no idea. So you're saying game companies don't want my money? Apparently they don't want your money. They don't want your money. Hey man, that's fine. I'll just play more Asian games, in my personal opinion. You know, at least they make their characters hot. So at this point, H games are the only place to find good mommies. That's true. That's true. Unless one day in the future I open up a game studio and then, you know, we make like hot mommy characters. So I do want to make a mommy villain character. I swear. That's the one thing I want to do. So I guess these dumbasses, the only people who exist are either fucking obese or they're skin tight to the bones. So apparently white men just don't exist. I'll stick to my Princess Peach Showtime. For me, I like Rosalina. Rosalina's probably my favorite, so out of the Mario franchise,
consumers
Rosalina
have shifted 10% or more of their business away from brands that do not reflect their own value in diversity and inclusion. Now that's very odd because we know that a lot of very successful games
so. Usually the Asian market when it comes to video games, they make their characters either cute
let's talk
or
about
hot.
Xbox related games.
I like both. I like cute and hot, so I have no problem with cute or hot.
For many years was because nobody knew the identity of Master Chief. Everybody related to the character.
What do you think I like picking on Natsuko so much because she's adorable?
Could be anyone. It could be them. It could be someone else. It could be this skin, this type of skin, or whatever. It didn't matter because
by default, you making mommy characters are all villainous according to these people.
Show might do by revealing the identity of Master Chief. That's
there you go. There's
Natsuko. Why that character was so beloved and so popular.
I like picking on cute people because it's adorable.
I don't really believe
I like
it. Statistics, and really, that's fair to say because a lot of these studies right here that are used as references have been openly memed on and criticized for many years. And that's pointed out in this thread
well deserved
right here.
To be memed
so based on some of the statistics shared in those studies, as this user points out, this study, if the numbers are correct, would mean that 20 million gamers have been swatted as results of X, Y, or Z. Basically the toxic gaming culture. That doesn't seem to add up. Yeah, there's some very extreme circumstances like that happening. But really 20 million gamers have had this happen. I don't really believe that. It makes me question a lot of these statistics and studies that they're citing at Microsoft. But moving forward, we see some very positive things. This is
wait, let me see. The Shift Up CEO, Stellar Blade director Kim, explains the motives behind making video games. Listen to what he has to say. It's what the market needs the most. Let's hope it will inspire a lot of good-hearted creators to make games like him. So you're not going to be repetitive or mass production.
A actual clip involving
I can't wait. I gotta hear this. I gotta see
director
this.
Here, so you can see this is an interview asking them basically what their goal is as developers. What are they trying to create with their games, and what is most important to them? And this will give you some faith in an industry that is definitely going backwards.
독창성, 새것, 재해석, 그러니까 답습하지 않겠다는 거고 양산형이 되지 않겠다는 거잖아요. 그 마인드 자체로도 되게 희망적으로 들립니다. 자, 김영태 대표님에게 게임이란 무엇인가요?
저한테 게임은 모든 것이죠.
모든 것.
오, 저는
I have no
게임을
hobbies other
만드는 것
than making
외에
games.
취미가 없습니다.
게임 개발 덕후다.
예, 그래서
Yes, so I find it more
게임을
fun
하는
to make
것보다도
games
만드는
than
것에
to
더
play games.
재미를 느끼고 있고요. 그래서 제
Because
인생의
it's
모든
everything in
것이기
my life.
때문에
I can't take it.
허투루
I
할 수
can't take it
없는
lightly.
그런 것이 바로 저한테는
That's what
게임이지
games
않나
means
싶습니다.
to me.
가장 즐거운 순간이죠.
즐거운
It's the
순간.
most
게임
fun
개발.
moment. Fun moment.
이브와 니케.
Anyway, I'm going to pour everything to Stellar Blade and Nikkei right now.
모든 걸 쏟아부을 예정입니다.
Sheesh! God damn.
So I don't think it's very surprising that
Goddamn.
the product they are working on at Shift Up, Stellar Blade, is a product that is reflecting some very good intentions behind the directors.
What a good shot, to
creating
be
it.
honest.
It is
You want to know
very
something?
positive. There is a
The ladder scene, right? The ladder scene. It just reminds me of the Nier Automata, like when you're using 2B or so and you're climbing up the ladder. It literally just reminds me of that. I shall protect mommies all over the world.
Reason why people are so excited for Stellar Blade. It is providing content that gamers want that reflects the
I don't think this
wants
game is
of
out
the
on
directors
PC,
and
if I remember
developers,
correctly. I think
and
it's
this
on
is a
console at the
cohesion of
moment.
those wants
So
and
because
needs,
of exclusivity
and it's
at the moment.
exploding in
So,
popularity. It shouldn't be that surprising. It's
I'll wait until it
simple
comes out on
formula.
PC and then
Give
I'll play
gamers
it.
what
So.
they want and be passionate about providing
Anything involving
those needs.
climbing
And that's
gives the
exactly
best
what
shots.
Shift Up is doing, and that's why so many people are excited about.
I have to wait until the game
release.
comes out on PC.
But of
though.
course, this whole situation is very odd. To see the stand.
You want to know something? You know, isn't it funny that Microsoft was like accepting more like Japanese games on their platforms, right? But then they're adding this rule as to avoid curvy females. So then at the end of the day, right? Like, I assume like Asian games are like out of the picture from this, right? It doesn't count for them, right? I assume this is only for like the Western devs, or Nintendo has interesting games. Yeah, but I don't like supporting Nintendo though. At the end of the day, like Nintendo is an annoying company. Okay, Kyle, time to get politically corrected. Back to the drawing board with you. What are you talking about? I own hentai games on Switch. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't really care about it most of the damn time. But yeah, interesting nonetheless, though, to be hearing that. And, you know, we're just going to jump straight into part 2 to this whole thing. So let's check what the woke people have to talk about, you know, about this wokeness.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. Sorry for the scuff production. I'm actually at WeebCon right now and I'm staying an extra day. I want to give you guys a video, but unfortunately my laptop runs like a potato, so it can't handle VTube Studio. So we're kicking it old school with a no VTuber model video. That's not going to...
Damn, old school? Man, I used to watch him when he didn't have a VTuber model. I'm so used to him having a VTuber model. I kind of forgot that he did it in this style a long time ago. So
stop me from sharing some relevant news for you guys. And today we're going to focus on Stellar Blade because this game is about a month away from its official release and a lot of people are seething over it. So a lot of people have been talking about the demo that was recently released for this game, and the
Oh yeah, there's a demo for I kind of forgot because Asmongold was playing it.
praise has been very, very strong. A lot of people are very excited about this demo, and they're saying the gameplay.
So the gameplay is good aesthetically, it's amazing, and it's basically Dark Souls meets Nier Automata. Ooh, oh, that's an interesting combination. I like that actually.
Not just the aesthetics, but the gameplay is really, really good. However, with that comes some predictable outrage from games journalists over at IGN. You can see Mark Kern here pointing out. So at IGN calls Stellar Blade protagonist a sexualized doll.
Had a dating
and
sim
says
and
the
take my
creator
money.
has never seen a living woman. Yes, this is the actual quote. So it says this. It's not new, and other games have chosen to highlight the strengths of their female characters, but where Bayonetta stands out with an iconic character design.
Bro, she gets fucking naked in her game. What are you talking about? The iconic character design of Bayonetta is that she gets naked and summons her things. What are you talking about? Oh man, this person has not played Bayonetta. Or 2B from Nier Automata. Bro, you can literally 2B, you can like make her explode and her dress will come off and you can see her ass cheeks, you know? Okay. All right. I don't know what okay. Are you talking about look, if we're gonna talk about character design, okay, compared to Bayonetta and 2B, Bayonetta's character design is way better than 2B's character design, okay? Let's just be honest here. You know, Bayonetta's character design is pretty fucking hot, okay? So if we're gonna pin each other like against each other when it comes to character design, I think me personally, Bayonetta's character design is just way better than 2B's character design. Okay, so as much as I love 2B, right? We can all understand that, like, you know, let me see, Bayonetta. So like for Bayonetta specifically, right? Look at this. Like it's just these character designs. It's just how it is, you know, with her short hair and stuff like that. There's her twin tails on this one, you know. Look at this. Soul Calibur has some basically naked female fighters. Yeah, no lie. Bayonetta has more flash. Yeah, of course. She has a little bit more flair when it comes to her character, like her character design overall. So like, you know, as much as I love 2B, right? 2B's character design is pretty bland. You know, it's just one outfit, you know, but hers has a little bit of extra. She has guns on her heels, okay? She has guns on her heels. Like, who the fuck has that on their heels, though? 2B is hot, though. But we're talking about character design. We're going to talk about character design. Like, character design-wise. We're not talking about hentai. We're not talking about how hot she is and how all that stuff. We're talking about character design, okay? When it comes to character design, Bayonetta's character design is better than 2B's character design, okay? So let's just be honest here, okay? Let's be a little bit realistic here, you know. So if we look at 2B, this is 2B's character design. This is literally it. That's 2B's character design. Okay, no shame on the character designing whatsoever, right? But if we're gonna like compare 2B's character design with the girl from Stellar Blade, you know, and you know, the girl from Bayonetta as well, to be as goth girl. I don't know about goth girl, to be honest. She doesn't give me goth girl vibes in my personal opinion, but you know, it's kind of like, you know, the design is fine, right? The design is good, okay? But when it comes to this, you know, it's kind of like there's more to this. The drip check, that's basically is what it is, drip check, you know? Like whose outfit looks better, you know? Whose character design looks better? Of course it's going to be Bayonetta. Oh, hello, Death God. Thank you for the follower. So since you followed, because I always do this to every new followers, of course, you can never ever leave the outer realms. Hello. Greetings. Welcome. Yeah, I have to give it to Bayonetta with this one. Bayonetta has the personality and the outfit just meshes well with her. Yeah, of course. If we're gonna talk about character design, which character design means in the new day and age, drip check, right? It's called drip check, as in like in term of you guys, right? It like overall, like hers is just better, you know? So hers is just completely better at the end of the day, you know? Like, it looks fine. Like, it looks great, right? It looks fine. Like, there's no problem at all with it, you know? But, like, it's just a black dress, you know? Alloy from Horizon. Okay, buddy. Okay. All right, buddy. But yeah, overall, like, this is also another redesign. This is the other redesign of hers as well, you know? See, this is the other redesign of hers. So I came from a YouTube video. Welcome. Which one? As you can tell, right? Like no shot, right? You can see that like Bayonetta is just hotter when it comes to character design. So, you know. So what are we really talking about here? This person who's from IGN is nonsense, okay? They're speaking nonsense. They've never touched a woman in their entire life, so they're probably a virgin in my personal opinion, and a loser at the same time. So, oh, the Uki video? Yeah, I remember the Uki video. Man, what a catastrophe that was, to be honest. 2B has a nice outfit, but sadly Bayonetta completes the character. Yeah. Honestly, this talk on women reminds me when the whole internet didn't have a problem with the modded Leon stuff from Oh yeah, I remember that actually. I did remember that. I did actually remember that because I know they removed some mods or so when it was the female. They never played a real game with mommies. No, they've never seen a real mommy. That's the difference. They've never seen one.
From Nier Automata inspires an entire generation of cosplayers. Eve from
what the fuck are you? Yeah, I guess there was a lot of people who cosplayed, you know, 2B, but when it comes to Bayonetta and 2B though, Bayonetta just dominates in character design. Even Eve from Stellar Blade, like let me see. Stellar. Let's see. Let's pop it out real quick. So Eve from Stellar Blade, right? Like for me personally, the character design, I love the character design. Like the character design looks great. Like I have no issue whatsoever with the character design of this model, like whatsoever. Like there's nothing, I don't see anything wrong with this. I see nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So because 2B cosplay is cheaper and less of a hassle. That is very true. That is very true. It's probably not that expensive for a 2B cosplay, like whatsoever, because it's like two well, there's more than 2 items, but it's just mostly the hair, the blindfold, the dress. Well, it's technically a dress. It's a leotard. There's a leotard and then there's a dress. So never seen a woman when Eve is based off a real woman. Not of. Yeah, like I guess you can tell, like her character design, and plus she has different outfits. Like she has different outfits. You know, all her outfits is different, you know. She has the curves. Why not show the curves of a female? You know,
from Stellar Blade is just bland.
I stick to VTubers.
A doll,
you know what? That makes sense.
Sexualized by someone who has never seen a woman. Now, of course, we all know that is very ironic because the character Eve was created by a 3D printed scan of a real-life Korean model. And on top of that, if you do some research, you can find out the director...
She's 40 years old? God damn, she don't look like 40 years old. God Lord Jesus. In that photo, she does not look like 40 years old. Holy Toledo's Batman. Sheesh. God damn. God damn, she's 40? Holy shit, God Lord. Them Asian G's do be like that? Yeah, I can't wait till I get older and I want to see. I'll probably look pretty young too as well. So it was proud to be a game journalist in 2024. She looks so young. Yeah, she looks young and I love it, to be honest. Also, it's weird because this is such a very modern and Western thing to say because it's an older Asian civilization. Beauties are often referred to fairy-like or doll-like. Men would want their women dressed up to their fantasies or whatever it was.
Is married to this woman right here, who's one of the main people behind
she
the
looks hot.
art
I ain't gonna lie.
for this game. So yes,
yo man, this man got a real woman.
Once again,
got a good woman
IGN
right there.
being wrong on multiple levels. It's actually kind of impressive that games journalists can get so much wrong in a simple paragraph quote, but that's hardly
She could be the
surprising at
hot
this
auntie,
point.
you know.
But moving forward, IGN France would get a lot of criticism, and as Vera points out here, they would actually double down and show just how petty and angry they are about this criticism. So she says this: IGN France was getting roasted for saying Stellar Blade's Eve.
It's from France. It's from France. Okay. That just explained that. Okay, that just explained everything.
Is just a sexualized doll for people who act like they've never seen a woman, and then they added context about the English-speaking mob.
You want to know something? I don't take France serious because you want to know why? They gave up in World War II. They literally pulled up the white flag or so and surrendered over to Germany. Let's not forget about that, right? Let's not forget about how much of a crybaby they are. Okay, that's probably why they have the white piece in the France flag. You know, I'm just saying. Okay.
Who Google translated it? Yes.
Can we go back in history for a second? I'll teach you guys some history of why France is like a scaredy bunch of scaredy spineless people. So.
See the original quote up here, and then they added this little section in parentheses saying, this last sentence has been slightly edited for French-speaking people pretending not to understand what we meant, and the English-speaking mob who Google translated the initial text. Yes. Games journalists seething over their ridiculous statements being questioned is very, very predictable. But moving forward here, there's been a lot of hype, especially surrounding the recent demo that was released. A lot of people are checking out the official appearance of Eve and the, of course, jiggle physics, as you can see in this simple climbing animation here that people...
Well, she's fucking wearing a latex... She's wearing a skin-tight latex suit. No shit, of course. Of course there's gonna be jiggle physics. Are we losing our mind here? Come on, man. Come on, man.
We've been going absolutely feral over, and that's
great.
something that is highlighted throughout this demo. It's, of course, has great gameplay, but people are checking out the design of Eve herself. And since, like I said, I'm at WeebCon, I can't play the demo currently, but here is the VTuber.
I don't have a PS5. PS5 is too expensive. I'm not paying $500 for a box, okay? All right, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather wait for it to come out on PC, then I'll play it.
Lena showing off some of the interesting parts of this new demo.
Swing. She's gonna hold on. I gotta aim at the camera just right so I can get across the other bar. 1 second. I just want to be sure that I don't miss the bar. Wait, I need to turn around real quick. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I gotta aim it. I can't miss or I'm gonna fall in the water. Maybe if she turns around. Hold on.
You know what? This would be something I would do too as well. Actually, you know what? This would be something I would do as well.
Right here.
You know what? I have no shame. I have no shame in her. I would do the exact same thing.
I think she can go forward now. It's glowing. See, you know what? That's all the practice I needed.
So currently, a lot of people are enjoying that aspect of the demo, but also from many other reports, the gameplay of the demo is very impressive, and a lot of people are really enjoying the demo. And
yes. Her shape isn't exaggerated. It's based on a real woman. There's the real woman. God, so me holy. There you go, chat. There you go. It's based on a real woman, and that's what she looks like apparently. So can we all say that she's hot? She's really, really, really fucking hot. Would smash 100%. So I'm just saying, you know. She looks great, you know. She's not hot, she's sexy. Both model and designer. Maybe that's Sunako, guys.
Looking forward.
I'm not Korean, okay?
To the release that, like I said, is coming out in about a month. Now, of course, with this comes more seething on Twitter. Beyond just game journalists, we have people
what is this? If you play games like this, you're just a weirdo who should have their hard drives checked. What the fuck? Yo, they're so dumb. What the hell? All I can say is you can't trust dumb people to double down that they're dumb even if you present evidence. Here comes the Twitter freaks. Korean. Oh my god, Sal. Jesus Christ. There's like a female H artist. Her model is herself. I mean X freaks. Yeah. Twitter freaks, you know. Guess I'm a weirdo with 2 terabytes of mommy. Mommy
on
game.
Twitter who are very angry about the design
apparently
of
you are,
Eve
apparently.
from Stellar Blade. You can see this absolutely
apparently everyone here in
horrendous
chat,
quote
everyone
retweet
here
of that
present right now,
previous
we're a bunch
tweet
of weirdos
saying,
apparently.
If you play games like this,
every one of us,
you're
every
just
one of us is a weirdo
who should have their hard drives checked. So of course they are implying that if you enjoy this character design, you are a predator, which is very interesting because fellas, is it pedophilia to be attracted to a video game character based on a 3D scan?
Weirdo
of
is
a
normal, normal is
24-year-old
weird.
Korean model? Apparently this user thinks so. And also I can't help but
when they realize a lot of
recognize some
famous
the
fucked up
xenophobia that
dojins
we
and
come to
hentais
expect,
are
of
by
course.
women. Oh yeah.
Asian looking character or someone that is based on an Asian woman immediately being infantilized by weirdos on Twitter who can't help but think of children every single time they see a video game character or an adult Asian woman. Very strange stuff. But continuing, here's another person posting a screenshot of a user basically saying that they're going to intentionally be stuck on this part of the game for a long time. A comment that a few years ago, let's say 5-10 years ago, you would have gotten no flack for. It's a harmless, goofy comment. But here we are in the year 2024 where people are trying to be offended by everything. And
why are they offended? Man, shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up. I swear to God, man. Wow, some of y'all need to put the controller down and talk to a real woman. Trust me, it's way better than a video game. Yeah, but you want to know something? Talking to a real woman, playing a video game with a woman in it, at least they don't talk back to you, you know. Just saying. Hey, Crane. Hey, thank you for the 3 months or so. Thank you. This would have been good if they posted this on April Fools. It would have been nice too. At this point, I think playing H games seemed more normal. Yeah, that's true actually. At this point, yeah. If you're gonna uglify, if you're just gonna uglify all the characters, right? If you're at this point, right? I think I'd just rather play hentai games at that point. So. Yes, I can always talk to my mom, but unfortunately, my mom doesn't play games. Twitter fuckwits. Yeah, 3 months. Congratulations. You got yourself a spy plane or so. Congrats. But yeah, nonetheless though, like...
They're trying to attack people for anything, and this user posts a screenshot saying, wow, some of y'all need to put the controller down and talk to real women.
Well, we live, apparently, men live in a day and age when you talk to a woman or so, it's sexual harassment now. So... We live in a day and age where you talk to a woman now these days, it can be considered as sexual harassment now. So I'm just saying. Yeah, you just can't spark up a conversation without they thinking that like, oh, you're trying to sexually harass them at this point, so that's why it's just like, why would you want to talk to a real woman when you can look at a sexy woman in a video game character and not have, this issue? That's the sad truth. Yeah, and I'm very saddened, to see that, because like for me, that's not how it is in the Void, like whatsoever. Guys and girls have conversation, they struck up a conversation with each other, have some good times, and hit it off, and then that's it, you either become good friends or, have a relationship with it. But over here, it's a little bit fucking crazy. I'm just like, what? You can't do that? What? Why? That's so stupid. We're all
Trust me,
harassing Ko
it's
right
way
now.
better than a video game. I'm going to be honest with this guy. I'm not going to trust any of your opinions about the experience you've had talking to real women. I don't really think that you're probably too great at that. But with everything, you're going to see people constantly saying that you're an incel, that you're a virgin, a weirdo, a loser, creep, all these things for simply enjoying an attractive character design with some...
Well, I know something too. These are pixels on a screen that we're enjoying. So at the end of the day, they're pixels on a screen, okay?
Physics added onto it. Like, honestly, if you're really that bothered by any of this stuff, just avoid it entirely. There's no reason to go out of your way to screenshot these things and to seethe about it on Twitter. And of course, with all these things, it's like, you have people like me, like, I'm a married man. What if I say, I enjoy this, or I made a comment similar to this user?
I just noticed the username Momoji from Dead or Alive. She's pretty hot. I think me personally from the Dead or Alive series, I like Nyo Tengu, Honoka, and Mari. Mari are like my top favorite girls. Those are my 3 favorite girls.
User, like, what's gonna happen? Bots like this literally malfunction because they have only a few hand-selected, preloaded responses they can give when they're angry about the designs of fictional characters and video game characters and alike. And if you challenge them, well, they basically don't know what to do. But moving forward, here's another tweet saying, every day I lose interest in this game as I find all the people doing are posting a sex doll simulator with $900 billion jiggle physics production.
Man, shut your bitch ass up. You weren't even gonna play the game anyways. Shut up. You're probably gonna buy the game and then jerk off to it too as well. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, okay? Alright? Stop lying to yourself, okay? Alright? Where can I buy it? It's only on the PS5 at the moment. It's not on PC. I don't know if it's coming out on PC at the same time or if it's only PS5 exclusive. Hey Bloody, how you doing there, hun? I might. Are you gonna buy the game and jerk off to it? Doesn't surprise me. To be honest, she's hot, okay? The main character is hot, okay? All right? Even the guy is pretty hot too as well, so I'm just saying.
Yes.
All characters look hot.
Character a sex doll simulator feels a lot more insulting.
At least like the three
it's
main characters that you get to witness in the story at least.
Pretty insulting to say. But this idea of this,
I don't even know what it is. It's basically if Nier Automata and Souls-like game made a baby. That's pretty much is what it is. I would buy the game and but I don't have a PS5. I don't like this game because the character is so sex that makes me feel the type of way. If you want to support the game studio, you can spend money in Nikkei. Not playing Nikkei. Neither do I, unfortunately. I have Xbox.
Some sort of
I don't know if it's exclusively
sort of
on PlayStation at the moment. I don't know if there's like an exclusivity thing
likes from
for
a
it,
typical
so I have no idea.
on Twitter,
all I know is that it was announced
saying,
on
I have
PS5,
not seen
so.
any gameplay of this game. It's all porn material, which is very interesting because
it's very interesting that this person is thinking like automatically. It's like, oh, it's all porn material. The gameplay is all porn. It's porn stuff. You know, that's kind of a weird mindset to have. That means maybe you have a porn addiction, in my personal opinion. For you to come up with that conclusion, right? That just means you might have a porn addiction, you know, or, you know, I'm just saying, you know, if that's the first thing you see, you know,
users like
or the
this
first
will
thing
see
you know, react to this game
character and immediately think it's porn, which is very
can
funny
help in the
because
funny.
the
I played Nikkei Love the
Twitter
girls,
user
but
right now,
got bored by
they really
the actual
can't
gameplay.
differentiate
Yeah, the
between
gameplay is just not that
fan
very
service in a video
entertaining
game
in my personal
and
opinion.
full-fledged
Me personally,
hardcore
so.
pornography. The fact that they can't see the difference between the two is very telling, and honestly, it just points towards them being the one who's seeing sexuality.
It just gives me like Nikkei gives me the vibe of Arknights, right? Where Arknights has this really pretty art style, but the gameplay is not that great. And that's what Nikkei gives me. Like the art and everything around it is good, but the gameplay is just not my cup of tea. So that's why I'll never play Nikkei, because it's just not something that I'll like it personally. I'll get bored really easily, so.
In literally every single piece of media that they come across. But moving forward, bot responses like that are reflected by a compilation of replies right here. This user says, "Holy shit, dead internet theory really is coming true," in those comments. So if you don't know what dead internet theory is, it's basically an idea that the majority of the content and interactions we see online are from bots or just repeated and replicated content.
Oh,
you can see it reflected in this section of replies. People saying the same thing over and over and over again, word for word,
Camera control
bar for
better
bar.
be golden
You have
this
users
game.
saying,
Heck,
"I haven't seen a
camera,
single
what the
clip of
fuck?
actual gameplay from this game. I haven't seen a single clip of actual gameplay from this game." Repeating for a third time. Then down here, camera control.
What the fuck? That's kind of weird. Yeah, bots are coming out. Geekbot, you gotta control your bots here. Guess I'm a military expert because I play map game for 3,000 hours, 4,000 hours. I bet the game is rated R or 18 plus, which people forget the label purpose. Yeah, that's true. Haven't seen a single clip in actual gameplay from this game.
Control could be golden in this game.
What do you want me to do
and then
about
that's
it?
repeated 2 more times. The reply section.
Your bots
is
are
just
going
people
crazy, Geekbot.
literally
Your bots are going
regurgitating the
crazy.
exact same copy and pasted messages, literally including ... at the end. There is
That's just
no
weird.
originality, and it really
That's just
does
weird.
show this whole dead internet theory is something that is much more real than a lot of people gave it credit for a long time. But here's another insane quote retweet of a example from this game. This
What
user
the
saying,
fuck?
"If I can't play a game in front of my mother, I low-key don't want it." 27,000 likes.
If I can't play a game in front of my mother, I low-key don't want it.
That's what he sounded like when he typed that out. That's literally what he sounded like when he typed that thing out on Twitter, right? To respond to this, right? He's like,
If I can't play a game in front of my mother, I low-key don't want it.
Likes on this tweet. First of all, why do you need to play video games in front of your mother? I mean, I guess these people are talking about interacting with women. I mean, I guess this is the women they're talking about when they say they
their own mother.
It's their own mother who they're playing video games in front of. But this idea of if you can't play in front of your mother, first of all,
my goodness
there's nothing in this
gracious
game
me.
that's so insane that you should feel uncomfortable playing it in front of anyone. But if you're that insecure, I don't really know what else to tell you. You can probably cross off just about every video game out there because everything's going to be weird and uncomfy for you at this point if you're thinking Stellar Blade is something that is
now, unless you play the kids games, the baby games, that's not weird.
so
Just saying.
damning and gross that you can't play it in front of someone without feeling immense levels of shame. But moving forward, we're going to revisit another tweet by Mark Kern here that has a message that is very similar to the previous tweet we just looked at. So he says, "Reset Era is having a meltdown over Stellar Blade," with a series of replies from there. Let's take a look.
You know what this scene reminds me of? You know what's happening right now? This reminds me of the same thing when Ryza from Atelier was coming out, and there was so much backlash on her character design because Ryza was having like the same controversy, the same thing. When this game was coming out initially, like there was so much controversy for this girl, specifically this girl because of her character design, like because she was a plump girl with really good thighs and then the body proportion. They said the same exact thing. They said no girl has actual body proportion size of this. You know, it's just kind of like. I'm just kind of like, bro, it's not that extreme, okay? All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's actually literally not that extreme. This reminds me of GTA and lots of sexual and drugs related thing. The rise of these balls. Okay, you're funny. But yeah, no, nonetheless though, it's just like this was the same exact thing, you know? This was actually the same exact thing. I'm getting like flashbacks or so on this, you know? This is literally what I'm getting flashbacks on. It's just this specific, you know, this specific thing. So it's weird.
This one says,
kind of like deja
"I live
vu
alone
all
and
over
I'd
again.
still be embarrassed to have this on my TV," referring to Stellar Blade. That intro sequence is so effing bad. It's just so many elements of fetish, tick, infantile nonsense.
What the fuck are
what
you
the
talking
hell is with
about?
that slow motion? It's sad. I guess that's what it comes down to. There's really talented people working really hard to make a game that glorifies a flagrantly misogynistic depiction of its cast. It's just sad. And another person saying, I'm not participating much in this thread, but I am reading it. But I had to write regarding Stellar Blade. I haven't been disgusted at a game in a good while. This is bad, especially given the developers themselves and the gender war in South Korea. It's just aggravating. Agreed. I tend to be ambivalent.
The fuck do you mean a gender war in South Korea? What? This is bad, especially given the developers themselves, and the gender war in South Korea is just aggravating? What? What are you talking about? I feel like I'm losing my mind just reading that sentence. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. It's so weird. What? That sentence itself is just so weird.
With sexualized character designs in games, but everything about Stellar Blade is just beyond embarrassing and gross. Kinda hate how it's Sony funded and published. I feel like it wouldn't be getting anywhere nearly as much media attention as it is if it wasn't. And
No. You guys are evolving, but 10 times backwards.
moving forward, saying another user replied, said, probably due to wanting to be closer to the developer who is very successful, GAAS, under their belt. I think we are going to see Sony prioritize how to make money with certain titles. I wouldn't be surprised if Shift Up and Sony don't do more collabs. Hell, when Sony partnered up with Stellar Blade, the CEO of Shift Up bought everyone there a PS5. And this reply says, I want to believe that Sony was fulfilling a contract and that they won't work with Shift Up again after it came out. They were a misogynistic developer who punished women working for them for supporting women's rights. But
Oh my god, what the fuck am I listening to? Oh my god, oh my goodness gracious me. Really? Really? They punish their women working over there. And I'm like, this person is mentally ill. This person needs to be locked up in an insane asylum. Can the humans bring back insane asylums? I think some of these people need to go there, in my personal opinion. I think your guys' world would be in a better place if you just put these people in an insane asylum. Personally. So, and if that is true, which I don't doubt, what are you gonna do to Asians? Nothing. Asians don't give a fuck. It's already a given. Yeah, of course, you know?
Unfortunately, we all know they probably don't give a F. Now, of course, if you don't know what this is referring to right here, there were two feminist developers who were fired by Shift Up, not because they were simply expressing their views. They were quite literally saying,
the brain rot is real with this so-called drama.
Unless we actually change significant portions of Eve's character design and her personality, because it made them fundamentally uncomfortable. Which, of course, as a responsible development team, they had to get rid of them because their moral beliefs were quite literally interfering with their ability to work on this game. That seems very cut and dry. But here's the last reply saying, wow, just wow. This is so much more ridiculous and worse than I even thought this game would go for. Edit. I see people elsewhere being like, the sexualization isn't even that bad. There's no voyeuristic camera angles. And I am convinced I do not inhabit the same world as them. Amazing.
Well, yeah, because you have to do the camera angles. Like, you have to do it. You know, if the game itself doesn't show like these camera angles, right? Like they don't show it in the cutscenes and stuff like that, right? You know, that means, you know, there is no voyeuristic stuff, right? But if you're doing it on purpose, that's you doing it. So that's the player itself. So that just means you're just a horny person.
Amazing
that's just
right
it.
there,
so
showing people having an absolutely normal response to an attractive video game character design. But moving forward, this is reflected by another insane story I wanted to cover very quickly. Like I said, I've been at WeebCon, so there's a lot of stories piling up.
Oh,
this one relates,
yeah.
it is an article from Niche Gamer saying, the Japanese Communist Party is encouraging members to report fan service manga to the United Nations. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a real story.
This is stupid.
The commies are coming for your hot anime waifus.
You guys hear that? You guys hear that? The commies are going after your hot anime waifus. That means no more goth mommies. No more hot goth mommies. There's no MILFs. No MILFs. No tan MILFs. No big titty onesans either. You know? There's no hot auntie either. They're coming after you guys. They're literally coming after you guys. So they're coming for the girls. They're coming for the waifus. Communist Party of Japan. Well, time to tell my friend to avoid these communists at least. Damn, no more Gyaru. No more Gyaru. Yeah, no more tan girls.
This is the reality of communism in the year 2024, where this is something they believe is actually important. Very predictable commie behavior. But let's see some of the quotes here. So it says, the Japanese Communist Party has reportedly created a secret report form to spread amongst its members in order to report young adult manga to the United Nations. Japanese Together blogger Misato Nakayama reported finding the form as a QR code in the Shimbun Akahara, the daily newspaper for the Japanese Communist Party. The form asks questions such as whether convenience stores carry adult magazines and names manga magazines that carry sign-in titles for young adult men, such as Young Animal, which serializes Berserk.
It's always has to do with Berserk, right? It's just always has to do with Berserk. You know, Berserk is always, for some apparent reason, Berserk is always comes back for some odd apparent reason.
You can see people here tracking some of this information on Twitter, and it's really, really crazy. This is where it all comes from. This idea of cracking down on manga and alike is a very...
It's either Berserk that comes back in the news for drama, or the Kobayashi Dragon Maid comes back into the drama with the whole lolly stuff, right? So
very bizarre policy for any party to have, but the fact that is the Japanese Communist Party just goes to show you the kind of people who are attacking mediums like manga, the kind of deranged people that think this is something that is actually important to crack down on.
Is that even human? Why are they complaining?
But we also saw some replies here. So you have someone saying,
I guess because they can't get enough bitches on the communist side. I guess that's probably why. It's because they can't get their dicks wet.
Communists being evil, nothing new. With, of course, some Yojo Senkai here, where this user replies saying, that anime is making fun of you people.
Honestly, I hate war. I think humans killing each other is the worst part of human history. It's nothing but a waste of materials and human resources. But we're fighting commies. Totalitarian, who infringe upon the freedom of the individual. There's no getting along with commies. I need to take up my gun.
Yeah, you know, Zoomers like to throw around terms like media literacy all the time. This is negative media literacy. This is like how people thought Lollygod Requiem was actually a direct attack that was supposed to be shaming and harming lollicons. Meanwhile, the entire song is quite literally made for lolicons by a lolicon. These people just don't understand anything that they're viewing, and they will twist any narrative as long as it serves their own agenda, even if it makes them a blatant liar or hypocrite in the process. But overall, this entire situation involving Stellar Blade and these related IPs just goes to show the Puritan-like nature and hypocrisy of places like Twitter, where they see this design and they want to claim on the one hand it's unrealistic, and on the other hand, they like to shame anyone who enjoys it once they find out that it is based on a real person. It's very, very strange, but it's not surprising. That is the current status quo of Twitter. But that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys listening, especially without the VTuber model. I should be back home soon, and we'll be doing videos normal.
Anyways, that was a very interesting video to listen, but at the end of the day, Jesus Christ, they're all dumb. You know, I think humans need to bring back the insane asylums and put these individuals in the insane asylum or in a correction center and correct them, or just keep them locked up, you know. Like at the end of the day, right, these people are dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. They've never seen a woman like that. Well, bitch, I'm sorry, but I guess you haven't gone to Korea then. I guess you haven't gone to Korea, you know, or freaking China, or freaking Japan, or freaking Philippines, you know. Fuck, man. Thailand too as well. Shit. Fuck. No, put me in and keep me safe from them. It's just kind of like, you know, it's wild, to be honest. But anyways, yeah. Hey, look out for me in the future when I make a game studio in the future. When I open up a game studio in the future, this is probably the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make them hot. You know, make all the characters hot. You know, I'll even do a meme or so, and make the guy shirtless the entire time. have that a setting or so in the settings for gameplay, and just have that as a thing for an option, you know. But I'm gonna make I'd rather make hot characters at the end of the day. So will I make like fat characters? Yeah, for memes, you know, for funniness, and that's pretty much about it. So, but yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. Make them hot, sexy, oiled up. Yeah, I'll probably do that for the memes. I'll probably put it in the gameplay settings or so in the future. If I ever open up a game studio, right? If I ever open up a game studio for everyone to try out my non-wokeness games, because you want to know something? I don't believe in this shenanigans, okay? I like to make a well-written story, you know. If I want to put in a, like, you know, a 6 foot tall, you know, blue alien, you know, goth mommy in there, you know, she's gonna be in the game. So I'll invest to your company, Sunako. Much love. But yeah, you know, if I'm gonna put in a blue alien woman in there, or like an Amazonian, fucking 8 foot tall Amazonia ripjack woman or so that can literally crush you like a blueberry between her thighs, then yeah, I'll do that too as well. You know, I'm gonna make hot characters, okay? All right, that's pretty much it, okay? And I'm just gonna meme on the fat characters, so she can crush us. Just avoid the mistakes of Saints Row reboots. Don't worry, I'll make sure to, you know, we will look at it as a team or so when it comes to story wise, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, that's the end of the video. That was pretty interesting. In my personal opinion, I think this is so dumb. This is giving me the same reason of the Ryza Atelier thing that came out too as well. She had the same problem too. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I'll see you all in the next video, and peace.